Anyone recognize these? Anyone recognize what these three are? If you've played in Eureka, you must damn well know what they are. What are these guys doing here? Oh, what a nice little... It's my job to adorn the flora and fauna of Earth, such as the creatures you see here, with names befitting their natural beauty. Oh. That aetheryte will be gone in 90 minutes. They put it up for one day? What's the point of that? Huh. Well, there we are. That's disappointing. I would have actually made the trip on Thursday. Arm and a leg to have the space? Yeah, probably. Probably that's what it is. But it's not even the launch day, so why have they done it today? Why today? Surely if you were going to do a big thing like that outside one of the busiest train stations in London, you'd do it on the day of the launch, not like... Oh, okay. Odd. Alright, let's see what's going on here then. A coom shard. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea. I do like my tea.
A wonderful aroma.
Tea.
I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer.
Sweetmeats.
I travel light out of habit.
Sweetmeats.
There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like.
I will.
Now then, will you tell us your tale?
Where to begin, eh? Where to begin? Well, you see, it all started when someone said to me, "Pray return to the Wakened Sands." A calamity called the Final Days has befallen the world. That should get their attention.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
Well, it all began with this lady called Minfilia who once said to me, "Pray return to the Waking Sands." And I said, "For crying out loud, couldn't you put an aetheryte outside this place?" And she said, "Pray return to the Waking Sands." And I said, "I'm sick of it. I'm sick of going back and forth." Anyway, long story short, we blew up Praetorium, and now 3 hours later. And Emmett Selk, you were there
James.
too. I weren't ranting. I was just saying how it was. I was reflecting on a previous rant. That La Habrea dude, he was up to no good, I tell ya. Emmett's like, "You what? I haven't even told you the best part, Emmett. I haven't told you the best part. You were there as well. Look what you did. You made this place." Ah, Hythlodaeus, by the way, you were there too. You were a proper bro, though. You were a proper bro. Oh, aye, and that's that guy. Yeah, we had that discussion. I have lots of bright lights. My eyes are burning, but it's fine. Dark Bahamut, yo! The dragons have come to dark, from the dark to Radius Ring. You have come from the dark, have you? You've come.
Utterly preposterous.
Utterly preposterous. Sora, welcome in. Good to see you. Dark Bahamut, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing today? How was your stream? Thank you, Dark Bahamut, for the raid. Please, everyone, follow Dark Bahamut.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What have you, Vanar?
She believes me.
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale.
But we've got your spell on us.
Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin?
No worries, Dog Bahamut.
Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
No, but we were explicitly told we can't change the future.
It is a possibility.
No, it isn't. We were told no.
Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home, would be more logical destinations.
Change all the things. It's Back to the Future too.
True. I note also that Heidelin did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Unless she remembers that she's met us.
She had reason to believe that our paths would converge. Coincidental though
It's
it may
not
seem.
coincidental. She remembers. She remembers. She knows it's going to happen. That's why.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Then Arcana King. You see? You see?
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact.
The 21st night of September.
If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Heidelin is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale?
Emmett.
Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity.
Believe it.
I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman.
Believe that too.
To sacrifice
Merritt
oneself
says,
for the
why should
stars
James
and
always
noble
take a
path, when
Garlean
I
rubber
would
with him in
those
his
who gave
Sif
themselves to the
adventures?
zodiac
Would
in
it be
the
able to be
highest
used on
esteem?
his chub, the fish, due to its versatile elasticity?
The fish. There is a chub fish.
Ah, the infamous Garlean rubber. Not only is it essential for those unexpected moments in adventures, but its versatile elasticity could indeed come in handy for dealing with Chub the fish. Who knew a rubber could be so multifunctional?
Indeed. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem.
Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable? Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren.
It's true, we had to slap him really hard.
You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again. Emmett Selk! Wait!
Hythlodaeus is a bro. Emmett Sulk.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Hermes and Metian are somehow involved.
Hermes
I'm going to
and
put
his
story
creation
mode on
Meteor,
just
you
because
say.
this seems
If
important.
Dynamis is the self-same energy as Akasha, as it likely seems, then those two may well be at the center of the calamity to come. This warrants further investigation. With that settled, tis time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. Now suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest.
They all left their tea. It's going to go cold.
Have faith. If Emmett Selk is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. You got tales ready for Dawn Trail? Shall we begin our investigations then? I'm acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Metian, and I have a good idea where we might begin. A good idea, hey? 234 southwest. That's this down here somewhere. See you the woman standing in front of yonder building? Her name is Ismene. She is the one who made arrangements for my stay in Elpis. And from what I recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be, but I leave the choice of topic up to you. Questions? For me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending... I'm not in any duty finder. Okay, let's begin asking questions. Greetings, Ismene. My friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge him. Certainly, Mistress Fanar. Anything to be of service. What do you wish to know? What What are Hermes' interests? No. What kind of person is Hermes? No. What kind of person? Well, I can only answer from my own experience, but I would describe him as a quiet man, reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. The man is a walking archive when it comes to life forms. He could discuss any species in incredible detail and is the leading authority on concepts with the power of flight. I hope that answers your question. Was there anything else? How long has Metion been here? Cannot rightly say. As the chief's personal creation, Metion has not been subjected to observation and study like other concepts. So one day she was simply there. And what do you make of her abilities? I understand that she is a highly unusual familiar, able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies, I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I've not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Do you trust them? I beg your pardon? I've known Chief Hermes for many years. Though I cannot say we are close, he has never withheld information to the detriment of our duties, if that is what you mean. Forgive us, we seem to have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else who could tell us more about Metion? That would be Tiamios. He has a similar expertise with flying concepts and is more than eager to discuss the subject. You'll find him conducting his observations on the bank of the stream somewhere in the east. Oh, and unless you take particular joy in rambling discourse, I suggest you keep your questions concise. Wow. We shall keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. Think nothing of it. If there's aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. Come. James, I think we've taken enough of Ismin's time. Our investigation is off to a fine start, wouldn't you agree? From here, I propose that we split up. I should continue making inquiries with the resident observers, if you could track down the colleague Ismin mentioned. While I did feel compelled to interject once or twice during that previous conversation, you seem more than capable of drawing forth the answers you seek. All I ask is that you watch your footing around the stream. We can meet back here once you finish speaking with this Timaeus. We can meet back here once I've got this ether current to the west. Whoop! Way. South. Southeast. Ah, there it is. North, okay. When you ride this man, you look around for neon. Shiny dog! No neon to be found here. We are neonless. Some say neonless. Brunette. Yes, yes, I am Timaeus. But keep your voice down, you'll startle the birds. So, what is it you wish to speak about? Is it true that you're an expert on flying creations? A fellow enthusiast, are you? Will settle in and we can discuss the finer points of this fascinating craft. My deep and abiding love of avian artistry can be traced back to when I was but a young boy, stricken by the transcendent beauty of a glorious golden feathered creature my father had designed. It was then and there that I vowed to one day surpass that masterpiece. And thus did I secure an observer's role here in Elpis, and at last realize my childhood ambition. Here, the dreams I once dreamed are an everyday reality in which I find fulfillment through the research and creation of new flying life forms. An abridged recounting of events, as was doubtless to your disappointment. Is there any specific part you would like me to expound upon? You were hoping for my opinion on Chief Hermes' creations? Then why didn't you say so? Those beings which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continues unabated. What sets the Chief's creations apart, however, is how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that can climb so high that they disappear from view. Others which traverse the boundless sky in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know of none save he who can conceive of such marvels. Even we, who prize elegance of form above all else, are dumbfounded by his genius. My opinion on that matter would be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Meteor as a concept, I've never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Meteor's concept to the Bureau of the Architect, then will the design be registered for public scrutiny? Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if he came to me, a fellow artisan looking for advice, that would be an entirely different story. Do you know of Dynamis and Entelekes? Dynamis and Entelekes. Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Elpis which exhibited properties of one or the other? It must have been centuries since I heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence in interest? Then why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. Now I really must return to my observations. Surely you have your own tasks to attend to. You're on the bridge, Dark Bahamut. Do you need a hand? Do you need volunteers to assist you with the duty? I'm sure we could drag Corey and Darth and a few others in. Final steps of faith. And there we are. I'll disband us. Dark Bahamut, enjoy the story. Enjoy the cutscenes. You're in for some good times. Paladin, that's right, yes. No worries, Dark Bahamut. Ah, good timing. I finished my own investigations not long ago. So have you any new findings to share? You don't know shit. I see. Even an expert in the field had little understanding of Meteor's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. I know what you're doing, Darth. If you land on my head... If you land on my head, Darth, I know what you're doing. My questions resulted in much the same answers. Wait, no, there's you. Who's above me then? It's Corey. Is it Corey? It's Corey, isn't it? Hermes' colleagues view Meteor as his personal project and can provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. It wasn't Darth. I take it back, Darth. You're curious how I'm going to do in my next solo duty? I'm going to smash it, obviously. Crisco, welcome. The Dying Light. Yes, we made some progress here, but more information is needed if we're to reach any definitive conclusions. Oh, damn, I wanted to switch... oh, no, there's no... I've got no class I could switch to. Yeah, there's nothing that's high enough level to switch to. Shame. I'm only 5 levels away from... it doesn't matter. No one died. I know. I was quite impressed by that too. Where are you? Are you directly above me? Where is this shadow coming from? Where's the sun? Ah, there you are. There you are. There you are. Can't die with Corey. Gotta bring it back. It's true. Corey was healing. Switch to the one you switched to. I would, but I've maxed it. I've maxed it out. It's doing the bad thing where they poop on you. You remember the sun? Oh, that's good. At present, the strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis and the Entlechies which can control it. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth. Except for Hermes, it seems. Thus I'm inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about the Chief Overseer and his familiar. And on that subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Meteon, aside from her unorthodox method of communication? She and her sisters were created to journey to the stars and search for intelligent life. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unresolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue. One that we should keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Peripetia Crystalline, not far from here. Just follow the path to the west. Three more quest aetherites, ether currents, and 3 out in the fields ether currents to go. An Astro Sage combo wombo. I like the use of the phrasing combo wombo. This tower and the one further along are both part of Peripetia Crystalline, the facility where they archive all of Elpis' observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we're here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lesson short and see what those 2 archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak to with over at the other tower, I shall join you there. Anon. What a mare. Oh my god, gags. I can fly there already. It's interesting, actually. I was watching Neon on stream the other day, and he can't fly in Garlemald. He can't fly in Mare Lamentorum. I don't think he can fly in Thavner. And I'm like, dude, come on now. Come on now. Get on with it. Get flying. I think he's got Shadowbringers areas he can't fly in. It's essential lingo after all. Subtle good catch. Hey Georgie, how's it going? Good to see you again. Fairy didn't give a fuck. She was healing the whole time I was stunned. Nice. You only got Garlemald so far. I think you can't fly into... Yeah, it's Stormblood as well. Ridiculous, ridiculous. So my approach is, as I drive around, I'm constantly scanning. I'm constantly using my compass. It's here on my hotbar. So I'm just constantly giving it a little clicky and picking them up as I go. So I never missed them. I never missed them. The only reason I haven't got all the ones in Labyrinthos is because it's split in 2 areas and I can't get to the second area yet. That is literally the only reason. You have questions for me? Certainly. Just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. Indeed. So, if you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should then have sufficient data for our official records. Now, what was it you wished to speak with me about? Yeah, Gags, I know the one you're talking about. I hated that bloody mission. Stupid child.
Hey, what's that dude doing following me?
Don't worry about it, child. The Chief Overseer's personal research project. And by that, I assume you mean Metian. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I'm afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Metian appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Haley, thank you for being my biggest fan and welcome in. How you doing? How's your toe doing? Of course I've played Metal Gear Solid 3, Gags. I've completed it on the PlayStation 2 back in the day. I haven't played it in a while, though. Although, I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galeen shared with me. Ah, Galeen is my partner, and a fellow researcher here in Elpis. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Metian heavensward. A host of them. For several days she would speak of that scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. That sounds like a story I should like to hear. I'll give you the stream streak as well, Haley. And Rinvello, I just saw Rinvello has one too. Mistress Venar, I thought you'd already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Pray, do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. That was right, Georgie. When we raided you the other day, I raided out, and you were like literally at the... I think you were just after where I got to. So you've done all of this now, haven't you? You've done all of this bit. FF12 mediator from the get-go. Venar is not a good thing in 12. That was what I thought too. That's what I thought too. So it was starting to go from interesting colours to morbidly curious. What happens? Have you had anyone look at it, Haley? Have you been to a doctor or anything? Pray do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I've since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Would you favour me with a retelling of this site which so delighted your Galeen? You're now in the front line for Dawn Trail. Nice. You've done all the patches as well, have you? Of course. Or you could hear it from her lips directly if you prefer. At present, she should be observing the subject in Metabaseus Thalassi. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters of the world's oceans, recreated in such sublime detail. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress Venar. Even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed, they do. 'Tis a rest well deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered for the wisdom you accumulated during your travels as Azem. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed served as the basis of many techniques still in use today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embody that nature with as much enduring passion as you. I dare say there is not a soul alive more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. I will be honored. Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet with Galeen in person? Then allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. It will take you up to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful, thank you. Check the NHS site, basically said, unless it's sticking out weirdly, there's blood everywhere, they don't care. Yeah, true. Actually, that's true. Strap it up, use ice. Yeah, rest it up. That's exactly how I did it. I have opened the path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across to the next tower and ask for admittance to the upper tier. Upon arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway and you will find yourself at the entrance to Metabasios Thalassae. Galeen will be eager to share her tale with you, I'm sure. Oh, and that's not even to mention all my crafters. I forgot to show you those. So, yeah, these are all my fighting jobs. And then I also have my crafters, which are all nearly level 90 as well. And my gatherers are all nearly there too. Yeah. Hey, Corey's up here. Hey, Corey. Can you fly up here? Oh, you can. You haven't asked someone, you haven't used this since 2020. You're working on your fishing and cooking. God help. Oh, the fishing is... The best way to do fishing is level up your fishing until you get ocean fishing unlocked, and then ocean fishing will give you so much XP that you never have to do any other sort of fishing. Just do ocean fishing all the time. Easiest way to do it. Mistress Vanard, just passing through. And then allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there is always an observer or two out in the upper Skyway. GC hand-ins. Oh, yes, of course, that as well. Yeah. Doing your daily hand-ins also. Very, very good. And for that, you can just buy the fish from the market board if you really want to. We want to really avoid doing the actual fishing. Although I've been doing my hand-ins. Oh, it's reset now. I've been doing my hand-ins, but I've been doing everything except the fishing one. Because I'm in no rush to get Fisher to level 90. No rush at all. Somewhere over there still. In fact, it's over on that island. Elpis is a nice place, isn't it? It's a nice little area. Look at this little castle over here. I like it. Oh, I've been there, haven't I? Oh yeah, that's the little complex. Yeah. It's a nice little area. I like it. Mistress Vanar, I was not told to... we would have preferred an official welcome. Please, there is no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galeen if that might be arranged. Yes, Galeen, of course, I will inform her immediately. But she may be engaged in a testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she's ready to receive us. Leave us.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
Frog shield. I'm representing even though I don't have my helmet on.
What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
Yeah. Some parts, yes. Others, not so much.
Dark, hidden places, rife with danger. Those have an altogether different, but no less powerful sort of appeal.
What's going on with her eyelashes?
While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures?
She's got like 2 sets of upper eyelashes.
Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own.
Well, there was
By
this one
learning about
time
the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans.
I had to ride a mount and drop some gas on some
But
gobbies
more
to
than
get the
that,
insects away.
I have an
That was a
interest
good quest.
simply as a fellow traveller. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
It was an interesting time. One time, I rode. I took some food from some bird people and gave it to some other bird people. It was a good time. The birds ate well that day. I know, hilarious. I can't believe it myself. Wow. Oh, he's really getting into the storytelling there. He's really getting into the storytelling.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it. Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind?
Whence?
Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me.
Ooh.
An epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true. And a presence without. Immense, yet intimate. Fate, perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace.
How did Neon get through this dialogue?
As reassuring
I'm gonna have
as
to
it
go
was
back and watch.
intimidating. How keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible
Over what
urge
now?
to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath.
Oh, Connor.
I ventured forth on a journey that very day.
Oh, Scott
So
sweets,
very
the
long ago
sweetest of Scots, the Scottest of sweets. It's your party. Here's to another one just for you. And also,
Freed
come,
from
come,
presumption and
Hydaelyn,
prejudice.
come.
I saw the world through
Thank
a
you for the
newborn's
resub, Scott.
eyes. Everything fresh
22.
and new. And so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong.
Don't worry, Scott,
And
it's
amidst
fine.
it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. A moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
It's been pretty decent. There's a new expansion coming out soon.
Pray forgive my lateness.
How dare you? We were having a moment.
My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Meteon, show us, tell
Indeed.
us.
I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation.
A bit of nocturnal observation,
As I walked
eh?
along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone. Like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up. Then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Metea, rather.
The Metea?
There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day.
That's interesting,
Alas,
Corey.
he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
To that isle we go then.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
They can just change the doors. Yeah, that's interesting, Corey. I suppose it makes sense. So another piece of the puzzle falls into place. From what we've learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others, which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter the more likely possibility. Proceeding under that assumption, our next step should be to divine why, or even if, he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes set forth the Metea. If we're fortunate, we should... if we're fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Galene said she spotted them in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. If we stand at that same vantage point, it should not prove difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? Welcome. I like to bunny hop off the cliffs. I don't like it when it breaks my engine, though. Oh, you got the Elden Ring badge. I wonder if they'll do a Final Fantasy XIV badge for Dawn Trail next week. So I was saying earlier, there's going to be a Final Fantasy XIV Twitch drop next week. So any of you who are Final Fantasy XIV players, you'll be able to get it on this channel because I will be activating it. But for any streamers who activate it, if you watch 6 hours of Final Fantasy XIV content next week, for anyone who has the Twitch drop enabled, you'll be able to get an in-game mount. So there you go. That one. Now, if I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? That one. What about that one? Have you the means to fly? It is quite a distance away. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos. It's the fluffy dog! My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry James here over to that island? Bork. Stubborn creature. There is no place on this great star we have not together travelled, and still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Argus has rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. What? You've ridden him before? Your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing, that. Interesting. It is certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. What? Demonstrate to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you should convince Argus that you're worthy of his back? What? Why have we got to convince a dog? Dog! Sit! Stay! Stand up! Roll over! That's all you do! I don't have to fight you! Besides, I might even teach you to do a thing or two in the bargain. What's this about? You seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember. A memory of the distant past to cherish. 2 taxes. What say you, traveller out of time? Oh god, I'm gonna get fucked. Choose your battlefield. I admire your confidence. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. Oh, I? Oh, she's gonna wait with me at the clearing over yonder. Why do I have to fight someone to ride a dog? Why can't I just ride the dog? I mean, I know that's a weird question to ask already. I choose the battlefield of advanced jewelry crafting, yes. With the power of opposable thumbs, I shall prevail. Oh, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I want to just check this. Blade of Valor, Blade of Truth, Blade of Faith. Where do these go? Combo Action Confettia. Where would these Blade of Faith, Blade of Truth, Blade of Valor? I assume that they're part of the combo. So I have to set this off. Does this then get replaced by one of these three? Is that how that works? Is this the one that gets replaced? I'm wondering where on my hotbar Blade of Faith, Blade of Truth, Blade of Valor goes. It is that one. Okay, perfect. Thank you. They become those spells. It gets replaced over and over. That actually is good because for a while I was a bit annoyed by the fact that you cast that once after using Requiescat. You use Requiescat and then Confiteor. Like, you use it once and then you can't use... It just becomes a useless button. Now we've got some versatility in it. Now we can do some other stuff. That's good. That's a good thing. Shall we begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you. Oh, treat me rough. Resquiate in pate, motherfucker. Wrong button. Forgot to press shift. Alright, Venard, just pretend I didn't do that, okay? Can we just wait 22 seconds for this? Ooh. I like the music. Just 15 seconds, Venard. Just chill. Put that away. Can you put that sword away? I just want to have a chat. Look, why do we have to prove things to a dog anyway? I don't understand. Alright, die, bitch. Let's go.
Let neither side hold back.
Oh, she's got a lot of health. Oh, okay, that hurt.
My blade stings!
Huh? Oh, crap! What's this now? Chill out, love. Oh god, it's coming this way. Oh, no. Oh god.
My blade sings!
Can it not?
Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
She's changed job. That's not fair. I can't change job in the middle of a fight, you cheeky, cheating son of a flipping dog.
No quarter.
Hello. That's thirds. Hey. She did say it was no quarters. Oh, come on. Come on. Crying out loud. This is so unnecessary.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
What are you now? Should she become a white mage? Hey, oh, I'm synced. That's why I'm synced to level 88. Crap, 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 crap. Oh no! Self-healing, bitch. I'm the High Summoner. Oh, come on, this is a joke now. Okay, you got me. You got me that time. I'll give you that.
We've only just begun. Come at me with your
Oh, I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you. Oh, okay. She's armed with a hero's blade. Imagine reading the enemies, but no, again!
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
What are you gonna do now? Oh, okay, she's got more. Oh no, all your shiny balls. I fucked them, didn't I? Oh, what a shame. Come on! Don't let it get in! One more! Ah, yes! Oh, fuck, there's more. Oh, they're going faster now. You're etherless, aren't you? What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Fuck, she's got me! Oh no!
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
That's unfair. Oh my god!
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Unscathed. Look at that. Didn't even hurt me. Didn't even hurt me. Easy. Fucking Jesus Christ. All that to ride a dog?
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you.
Damn right you did. You went from you're a bitch to she's got me, that's unfair. The dog knows about you, you don't know anything. What are you talking about?
One would think I never
I don't know what you
learn.
know. I don't know what you mean.
I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, his strength was astounding. As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
That bloody time.
Well now, I dare say he is warmed to you.
He just needs to see someone slap his mistress about, apparently. What a weird dog.
A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Little King Shane the dog. It is bizarre though, right? Argos will soon have us standing on the very spot where the Matea made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion. Then we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us rather than against us. Let us move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over to the isle. You banana dog. So I guess we're going here, and I'm going to guess that there's an ether current here as well, because it said southeast, and that is southeast. That was a fun fight, in fairness. It shows how versatile the paladin class is kind of getting. I can move around quickly with intervene. I can heal myself with clemency. I can heal myself quickly with requiescat and clemency. I get good damage if I activate fight or flight. I can get some good damage in. So it's becoming a very versatile class. Argos motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been given the go-ahead to hop on. Let's ride this, Argos. Look at her side saddling. Isn't this pleasant? Argos certainly seems to think so. You're 2 classes below unlocking houses? How do you mean 2 classes below? What do you mean? Now, what was the name of that tree? No, something... Ah, Notophorian. Quite a striking specimen, is it not? Brace yourself for the landing. I wouldn't want you tumbling off at the last moment. Ah, yes, Merid. Okay, I see.
Place, lacking even the most basic equipment.
I know exactly what you mean, Merid.
The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
The Echo?
So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me.
I will come.
There are 2 ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory.
That's probably what we keep doing.
The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved.
Are we going to be able to just look back at the past?
Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit.
Okay.
But come,
Okay.
let us try. Close your eyes.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles.
So Deo, I've got alerts off.
Severing connection with shared consciousness.
But thank you for the 20 bits.
Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Nice.
Yes. Good tidings at long last.
Scamido.
Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
I'll give you this instead for a bit, so Deo, you can have this.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
There you go. You can have that for your 20 bits.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, as though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
So how has he gone from like I like life and we're good I love a bit of life, I'm gonna create life, to let's just wipe out everything?
So, what is your opinion?
How did he make that journey? I know it's something like he was corrupted by the Allegans a bit, but this seems quite different. I mean, it's a different character pretty much. I mean, actually, here's the option. Hermes wouldn't wish for the final days. That's exactly how it feels right now.
I'm inclined to agree. As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness.
Okay.
'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
You'd have to go without his Sky TV. There are any number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. But we could do worse than to look in Ktisys Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in Ethoseletikos Boreas, the Northern Isle. I wonder, James, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world, did you not question how they find room for them all on so few islands? The answer lies within Ktisys itself. I touched upon the practice before, back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environments. 'Tis there, within those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis's observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come! The simplest route is via the newest, north of Poiton Oikos. But wait, I didn't get the chance to scan for an ether current over there. I thought there was an ether current over there. There's 2 ether current quests that have unlocked here. And I think they're the last 2 I need before the MSQ ether current quest. These are worth doing. I'm going to quickly do these now. Can't feel I've seen that. They've just basically got a TARDIS. They've got a TARDIS going on. Didn't even have a Lambo to drive to school in. I'm not bothered. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just want your ether current. Give me your ether current. Speak with the blue-haired student and have her accompany you. Where is she? Oh, all the way over there. Oh wait, I can teleport there. What's your take on the new season of Doctor Who? I mean, I don't want to give spoilers for anyone who's still watching it. I would say it's still missing the kind of soul of what made Doctor Who Doctor Who. I find it's like here's the thing. In the first season, the first season with Christopher Eccleston, when they brought it back, they made this whole thing about it being grounded, like people are important and all of that. And then they had subtle undertones of another story, like little hints of another story that was underpinning everything underneath it. And that lasted all the way through to the end of the David Tennant era. Where am I taking you? Accompany the blue-haired student to the designated location. Oh, I don't know where your designated location is. Where's the designated location? Okay, it says it's over there somewhere. Let's just go up this path. And then they started just getting into these massively grand storylines, and the amount of times the Doctor just like stops and does a big speech. I'm like, I'm sick. Stop talking. Do things. Stop all the talking. Matt Smith, Matt Smith had his moments, but he was the first one that kind of started to suffer from the whole, like, the Doctor is better than everyone else kind of thing. And then, that's not what was set up in the seasons before. It was me. It's the thing that made the original special. Yeah, Capaldi is an excellent actor, and I think he was given some good stuff to work with as Doctor Who. But again, he was just a speech guy. Look on YouTube at Capaldi's stuff, and like some of the biggest videos of him are him doing speeches, the Doctor speeches, and it's like it's just not grand speeches. Whatever. Just whatever. No, he does, Mary, he does. He's very much, the new Doctor is very much more in touch with emotion than previous ones have been. He's not so aloof. He's not so emotionless. He's very, very much an emotional Doctor. Very, very much so. And they shouldn't have brought David Tennant back either. They just shouldn't have done it. But I know why they did it, because, you know, they could see that ratings were flagging and they wanted to kind of bring back the goat. Bring back the goat for a bit and raise those viewing figures up a bit, and it probably worked. But it kind of cheapens what came before. Ncuti Gatwa's a good actor, yeah, he is. He's been a very good actor in the whole thing. Ah, do you know what the other thing... Actually, no, this is the thing that's been annoying me about Doctor Who lately. In the last few years, too many specials. Way too many specials. What we want is a good season. A good season, a number of episodes, shown weekly if need be, serialized, show it weekly if need be. Give us a good season of episodes. Stop doing these great big spectacles of 2 or 3 episodes a year. Not interested in that. No more specials. Just a good season. A good season. That's all we want. Why is that so difficult to do? What was that whole thing about the Flux? Like 4 or 5 specials. Make a season. Do a proper season of Doctor Who. Honestly, anyway. You got me started. You got me started. Have your Christmas special. Good Omens managed to Doctor Who better than Doctor Who. I mean, I had David Tennant in as well. Good Omens was fun, actually. I quite like that. Oh, hang on. Let's kill this thing. Do you just sit and watch it first? Yeah. Oh, that was the other... yeah. That was something I noticed. I mean, I happened to watch Doctor Who when it was on, but literally the same evening... Actually, no, I watched it on demand later in the day. So, because obviously my son was up, so I wasn't going to watch it while he was around. But, on YouTube... On YouTube, it wasn't other people. The BBC, who make Doctor Who, were posting clips from Doctor Who on their YouTube channel. Spoiler clips on their YouTube channel. And I'm like, it's the day it's come out. And you've got thumbnails and titles that are spoilers for the episode that's literally just aired. And obviously the reason they're doing it is they want to get the views and they want to get the clicks. You know, they don't want someone else to upload their content and get those views. They want to get in there first, at the expense of they're the ones who are spoiling it now. It's ridiculous. Everything is made, so you a sub? Yeah. They're trying to get back in. Yeah, and they're trying to aggressively get back in, yeah. Anyway. Like I say, I want Doctor Who to be good. I'm going to keep watching it. I want it to be good, but... And you know, one last thing you always have to keep in your mind with these things, always have to keep in your mind, is as much as it's been around for years, and as much as people have grown up with it, and as much as people are fans of it because they've got nostalgia for it and all of that, and they've got their Doctor, and they've got their stories that they liked and everything, it's still a show aimed at children at the end of the day. So you've got to always take that kind of... you've got to always remember that we're no longer the target audience. We're not the target audience. There's little nods to us. We get the odd Easter egg, but we're not the target audience. If the kids like it, that's all they you know, that's what they want, right? Got an on-call. So Dale, good luck with it. Good luck. All right, that's the ether currents done. So that was a nice little segue. We got to get that done pretty quick. But now back to MSQ. Hey, one bundle of dress material has just sold for 53,200 gil. I don't even know what this dress material is. Oh, I could make a... Oh, yeah, that was right. I could make all of this stuff, which I wasn't interested in. One piece, one single bundle of dress material has just sold for 53,000 gil. Get in. Thank you, whoever bought that. How sad would you be if I told you for my old character I was power level in my missing crafter classes with unabashed cat? I'm selling all my stuff at the moment. All my retainers are oh, they're all complete at the moment, but they're I'm basically selling off my inventory. And that's what that bundle of dress material is. I'm going through, and anything I've got less than 5 items of, I'm putting up for sale mercilessly. Because I'm like, if I've got less than 5, I'll just get it again if I need it. So, alright then. Let's see. This appears to be the teleporter Vanar told you about. Modes of light yet hang in the air, suggesting the device was but recently activated. Let's proceed. Okay, while we're here, blink. 150 northwest. Okay, we'll head up there in a minute. Ah, good. The news acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. What a terrible security system. As for the way to Katis's Hyperborea, we follow this path, then turn left at the crossroads. Hey, no worries, Haley. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I knew he was going to attack me, bastard. Take those hides. 56 southwest. You see, it's always... These ether currents are always on the MSQ path. Always. A little bit hidden out the way, but always on the path. You always end up going past them. Where do I collect my prize for finding James at the start of stream? And also pulling him towards me. Yeah, you got your prize. You joined for a leveler. You got to do the duty with me. That was your prize. You got to assist me with leveling. Pulling him towards me for 0 reason during the duty. That did happen. It is an oppressive 105 right now. Yeah, it's a hot day today, Cobra. How you doing? Aside from hot. I was able to come. This is the important stuff. All right, here we are. We are at the TARDIS, or wherever it is. That's a big door. That's a smaller door. Still pretty big, though. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes is at another facility, as we've just discovered. Ah, our princess is in another castle. Furthermore, we've confirmed that his studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Meteon, were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Or so saith the illustrious Emmett Selk. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythlodaeus' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving truth and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end. Of that, I am certain. It seems there is more to the tale after all. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. How comforting. We seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to further delay. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Thank you for your understanding. Save your thanks. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story. But as Emmett Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. Hythlodaeus, my bro, having a chuckle in the background there. I saw him. There's our friend Corey over there. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is, on the next aisle over. Meteon is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Mesops' Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. I think we're close to unlocking flight here now. Oh wow, that's quite far south. That's quite far south. Two ether currents left to find, and then the MSQ final ether current. This appears to be the teleporter to... Yeah, I know. Southeast. Over this way somewhere? There's a lot of people here. They're close by, within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, James, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance of convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... Then again, perhaps James can handle them. He did survive a bout with Vanar, after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Amazing, thank you. What a delight. I get all the good jobs as usual. Hey, no worries, Corey. Oh, goodness me. Look at the state of these things. Okay. No, they just appeared out of nowhere. That wasn't fair. It's a little flying marble. Don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me. Oh, for crying out loud. I said, don't mind me. Hello? Hermes? 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 Hey, Angel. You haven't seen Hermes about, have you? We're looking for Hermes. Hermes. Oh, I'm being attacked again. Good luck, thanks. That doesn't fill me with confidence. Alright, I don't think I've looked over this way yet. Hermes. Hermes, come out, wherever you are. Where are you hiding? Hermes. Okay. Well, the fact that they're spawning is a good sign. Getting back into Witcher 3 after months. Love Geralt. I do miss playing Witcher 3, actually. be good to play that again one day. That's in the first game, Gags. That's a quest in the first game. You actually do that mission. There's Hermes. Normal bedtime or slightly later. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. James, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emmett Selk company. An important matter, and unrelated to my final decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. It will not be long, I promise, but you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, it's quite, it's relatively early on, that mission. But yeah, that's, it was a good callback. I remember that line because I was like, oh yeah, because I remembered obviously doing the mission that he was talking about. You should play if you can stomach the gameplay. You should play Witcher 1. There's a lot of like obviously the animation in the gameplay is not as good, but there's still a lot of dry humor, classic Geralt lines, if you know what I mean. I've said before, I might actually have to play it at some point again, just kind of work through the series, just because it's such a good series to play through. You spoke with Hermes then, and were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say smell? I cannot speak for certain Convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. Things can... No, for as fascinating as it would be to meet the Emmett Selk who would recreate Amarot in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone. Naive hope that it is. Solo ruby weapon for a blue spell, it's rough. Oh, is there a duty coming up, Laketta? Hermes said he would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges. You got tank busted. But wait, that ruby weapon, you can't do the second stage, right? We learned that the other day. You can't do phase 2 because of the, you can only attack one of the ads.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
On normal, okay.
A matter of the utmost gravity, if one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us, who you are, and why you came.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana.
What do you mean, even you? She just literally told you, we need your advice.
As you say, The phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to Dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates Dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate Dynamis.
He just
nor be
referred to himself as an
manipulated
ancient.
by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
It's Sephiroth.
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
So it's an external attack
Greetings.
targeting the weak
Can you
points.
hear me?
Meteor?
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
Oh no, he found life!
I wish only to hear your words. Share
He
your
found something!
feelings.
One of the
Know your
Meteans!
thoughts. May we please be friends?
Oh no.
Meteon. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness.
Oh no.
Connection established. Commencing status report. It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much. Why? Why? Why do we? They hurt.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Something has found one of the ones in space.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs Dynamis. That will explain why you were able to hear her, and we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down.
What could it be?
Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
They've already gone through like the most epic summons. They've had Bahamut, they've had Anima, they've had Cindy Sandy Mindy, they've had a bunch of things. What could it be? Meteon, come out. Oh, Meteon. Meteon. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence. She must be elsewhere. Meteon. What up, Venar? Whoop. It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run, to hide. Meteon's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Get back here. Hoot up! Ah! Trying to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Meteon's voice. She must be elsewhere. Meteon, get back here! I'm gonna put you in timeout. You will not have a bedtime story. Yo, Hatchet Time TV, thank you for being my biggest fan. Appreciate it. How you doing today? Tired. I feel that. I get you. Greetings and salutations. Shit. Commencing report. Oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run. Run far away. Something has freaked her out. Please, don't follow me. Meteon's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. I just gotta, I just got down here. I was curious what level MSQ this was. We're still on 87. You learn after phase 1. You got it, did you? GG. It's good that my retainers can send my profits into the past. It's a very good ability that they have. I've cornered her. Not going nowhere now. Oh, she's not here. Damn it. I've not cornered her. This is an exercise in futility. You have to be the one to find her, James. Follow her voice. Alright, she's over there. How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be! Meteon's anguished voice drifts away to the south. Oh, for crying out loud, catch her, would you? Behind this tree. Oh yeah. Nope. No, it says down. She's not up the hill. Something over there. There's one over there too. It's going to be about here somewhere. Escape push. She's been running up that hill all these years. No, okay, so it's the other one that I saw. Which makes sense. I think it's going to be taking us over here past the other ether current, which once I get that will be the second to last one I need. The other one being to the south somewhere. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all people of Aetheris. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Finalizing report. Wait, the dragons were chased out of their home by something. Did Midgard-Sormer ever say what it was? I never really thought about it, but their world was destroyed. I just thought it was I think I just thought it was one of the other 13 worlds, but they came from outside, right? So something came for them. They came here. Something's coming here. Finalize and report. No, James, you mustn't listen. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Meteon's anguished voice flees towards the lake. Any sign of Meteon? Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The Metea are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness, which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the Metea's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Metea we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters, no way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. Oh my dear Meteon, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? Much how Emmett Selk solidified your presence when first we met you? Don't be absurd. I could hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. James will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once he ascertains Meteon's likely location, you will proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she's made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Lethe. Assuming she's made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have a plan. James and Emmett Selk will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emmett Selk and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteon and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Emmety, Emmety, Emmety. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide, yes. I'll just have to hide then, when no one can find me. Towards the water's edge. She went into the lake as if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expansion make her easy to find. We won't lose her this time. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. Kind of want to just jump off the edge. Don't worry, Emmett. You all powerful fellow. I will deal with this, shall I? It's fine. I don't need any help. You just stand there. Wouldn't want you to get your robes wet now, would we? Who's that? Oh, it's another player. Not here. I'm not here. Please. By that rock, is she? Very well. What? Why can't I hide? We will hear your report, good or bad. James, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. Don't make me say it, it will break him. His poor fragile heart. Now, we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. So, Emmett Selk, I happen to have this free company. We dress up as frogs sometimes. Is that something up your street? Do you think you'd be interested? Might want to join. Don't have to give me your answer now. Have a think about it. Have a little think about it. If not now, when? Could be the end of the world, the car. Honestly, is something relating to that? Well, we'll soon find out. I've gone past the ether current. Bet you it's up there. Don't worry, Emmett. It's just a slight. Slight detour. 192 south. Oh, is it on this island? Is it down there? Have I been down there yet? No, it can't be down there. I've been there. 150. Oh no, south. Yeah, it can't be down there, can it? I've been down there before. Alright, we'll just have to deal with that later. Am Alliance is forever. Who's Am Alliance again? I've heard that name before. Who's that again? It's technically not true. Yeah, I've been there before. Look at, yeah, quick. Give us a quick lift if you wouldn't mind. It's not revealing a part of the map. I've already been there. Oh, yes, Mrs. Levelier. No, come on, Zeus. We're not disrespectful here. Mrs. Levelier. Okay? Give her the respect she's due. Oops, wrong button. Right, Pillion. You're on a first name basis. We are never on a first name basis with Mrs. Levelier. Right, let's see. Oh, I can't execute on the back of a chocobo. Let's 99 south. I've been here. I thought I scanned this area. Emmett's like, what the fuck are we doing here? I thought I'd done this. Alright, one last one. 892 southwest. I believe it's on this island. Would you mind taking me over there too, please? I believe it's there. I believe. I may be mistaken. But it's kind of gotta be. It's the only place it could be. This is the chocobo you get when you get married in game. No, not this one. Further on. There, sorry. I didn't press enter. That would have helped, wouldn't it? It would have helped to actually give you the flag. Oh dear. It would have helped. So I'm pretty sure it's up here somewhere. The dog brought us here and then didn't let me explore. 164 northeast. What? That's northwest. Northeast, over this way. No, that's northwest. No, I'm confused. How can it be northeast? 156 northeast. That is this way. Is it down there? Is it maybe there? You don't need to fly to get it. No, it's one I've missed somehow. I'm not really sure. There it is. I see it. Thank you, Lakata. Emmett's like, why are we here? All right. And one last trip, if you wouldn't mind dropping me back. Over there. That would be much obliged of you. That's it now. I've got all my ether currents. I just need the final MSQ one. The final MSQ one will get me flight here. That was a weird one. Those, in fact, both of those were weird. I was convinced that one of them was going to be on the southern edge of this island, and the other one was on this mini island. But it turned out no in both cases. Emmett Selk's just holding on to the feet as we fly this way. Last quest before you may need a party. Alright. Let's finish on that. That'd be a good one to finish on. Thank you. Is this news not in use? It seems to be being left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Metian's essence. We move on. There, I see her. Oh my goodness. So, did Emmett Selk... I mean, there's the question now, isn't there? Because... he must remember us, right? Hythlodaeus does. No, he doesn't, actually. He didn't remember us on the moon. But he did remember us in Amarot, or he had some connection to us in Amarot. So does Emmett Selk have some vague recollection that he knows us? It's an odd one. Meteon, where you hiding? No, genuinely though. I come again. Never have I seen so much coming. Whoops, I wanted to look around from up there. Appearing frog. It says it's down, so it implies it's that way, because that's down the slope. Oh, now it's... Oh, there it is! Okay, right there. Right there. My intuition was correct. She is giving us a right run around, isn't she? He's getting bored.
Aha.
Aha.
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
So that's Emmett Selk's mount. I didn't realize that. I've been riding that thing because it comes with the collector's edition of Endwalker. Didn't never realize it was Emmett Selk's mount. Interesting.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
Because to steal your mount. What's that in her
I'm
eyes?
sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry.
What was that in her eyes?
If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
Is it just tears? Or is there something actually in her eyes?
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence.
Such devastation.
Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all dead.
Well, why did she
Octo.
panic?
Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteon?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteon finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteon, enough. Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
She's gonna decline. The report's
Decapente.
complete.
Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage.
I said it was her. From as soon as we first saw her, I said it was
Upon revealing
her.
this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteon back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteon. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard.
Still very bright.
Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What are you playing at?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteon, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
Oh dear. Oh dear. Why, Hermes, why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Yeah, my ether current. Hermes has headed to Catissis. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point in the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteon is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. The Convocation's duty to safeguard this star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. For now, James, it is clear we stand on a precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteon's is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Meteon is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all counts. To Catissis Hyperborea we go. To Catissis Hyperborea. I'm going to assume that's the duty that's coming up. Oh god, this music's getting annoying now. What have we here? Excuse me, has something happened inside Catissis? Mistress Fana, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Catis is put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes doing, obviously. What does this state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Catis' scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. And consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes and must enter the premises regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we're not like to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I've little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. Then you will put that talent of yours to good use. You were fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled? Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You all need to make the most of your strengths, and I will fill in the gaps as required. I was once as am, after all. It was my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, Emitzel, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You lob potent spells as easily as breathing, but can also channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose, yes? Eh? Well, yeah, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts. Your tale led us here, James, so it is only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Meteon. And then we will face the future together. Where's Elidibus in all of this? Where is Elidibus? Alright, we have a duty. We have a duty. I see Corey. Corey, you're in. I'm going to be tanking. It looks like Corey is healing. So Laketta and Darth, if you wouldn't mind being DPS damage dealers. As I said, you already are. Let's see how we do. First time clear, no deaths. Obviously, easy. You're hoping we were full group so you can watch and read? Well, we are. Here we are. Let's read away. Are there going to be notes and stuff around, like some of the, like the twinning? You fucking profile picture, like Jesus Christ.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced to.
Forced to what, mate? Oh yeah, there are little bits of paper. Okay, I'm gonna have a little read. Have you ever wondered whether your creation is a beneficial existence to the star? Want to know more? For Actisis Hyperborea, our mission is to determine the answer. From temperate plains to tropical jungles, from smoldering volcanoes to frozen fields, we put creation to the proof in a wide range of meticulously recreated environments. Will your creation be able to survive in the wider world, or will it threaten the survival of other species? The answers to such questions and more our highly trained staff will uncover. But will you survive me? I think that's enough for now. Hello. Door is open. Lissa. Those hands are a bit grabby. Tell me about it. Hey, get back over here, young man. What are you doing? Turn around. Where you go? How did you know he was coming up on that side? I love the way he just dodged that attack then. Brilliant. Why is he refusing to turn around? Oh, the footstep. Should have sheltered him there. So the footsteps go this way. Oh, I see. Yeah, the footprints in the snow. Okay, I get you. Not making the same mistake as before. Yes, I am. Got you. Close one, though. Oh, crap. Different pattern. Oh. We got him now. I knew they were going to break out of there. Alright, I'm going to stop here while we get on top of these guys. Thank you for my Healy Fairy. Ooh. Not getting any fending stuff. That's really what I need. Observation journal. According to Mistress Lissa, her creation is based on a concept for a bipedal wolf. That's the one we just fought. And indeed, it's impressively man-like in its gait. It is also highly intelligent, as is evidenced by its ability to employ tools. While the gleam in its eyes gives the impression that it comprehends our words, if this proves to be the case, it would be a shame that its throat isn't designed for speech. I must make mention of this in the next report. That was the boss we just fought. This way. Oh, dead end, okay. Snake Boy. I fought one of these before. Where did I fight? There was an S Hunt Mark in Elpis, actually. It was here. I fought an S Hunt Mark in of this. It was this enemy. Last night I did that. Vuln stacks. This one's gonna drop some Vuln stacks. Okay, I'll try and keep an eye out. But you know me and vulnerability stacks. I like to collect them. You know what you're doing and need to. Yeah, what? No, I mean there was about 1 billion people fighting the thing. I just turned up and fired a few arrows, and then they all flew away, and I was like, I can't fly. All right, let's do it. He's sucking. He's sucking. He's gonna blow. He's blowing his load. Oh, he did it. blowing it again. He's got 2 this time. He's double blowing. So we want to be on the not blowy side, I guess, when he finally pops his load. Okay, he's blown it already. Yeah, I was all over that. I don't even know where I got that vulnerability stack from. Where did that even come from? I got a vulnerability stack. I have no idea where it came from. I'm standing in front of the breath cone. Oh, when he inhaled. Okay, yeah. I did do that maybe once. And I got breathed on just then as well, so that's 2. Oh, he clipped me. He clipped me. I got 3. That was okay. I got the mechanic, I just got clipped by its range a couple of times. That wasn't too bad. We didn't die. A few stacks here and there. What's a few stacks between friends? Nothing. That's what.
I cannot let you take Meteor. Not yet.
It's gonna happen. Hello. These birds are making some weird noises. Corey's saying in the in-game chat, you got the mechanic, but it got you more. That may be true, but you know, it's first time and everything. I think I did all right. Treasure copper over there. You did say that. I can read. You got the mechanic, but it got you more. Oh, but it was also Laketta who said that. Shut up. Hey, how about shut up? Where do we go? This way. We're really high up now.
I must hear their answers before they're expunged from existence.
This dungeon is kind of, it prevents a lot of wall-to-wall pulling. It's forcing us to take each mob one by one. Oh, hello. I'd activated that. I thought I activated Sentinel, but for some reason it didn't go off. The successful creation of migratory birds which travel between continents with the seasons came as a breath of fresh air to the long stagnant realm of flying life forms. In the end, it was a relatively simple thing to grant the creatures the ability to navigate... Never mind then. We don't need to know about winged creatures, there's one.
So, it comes to this.
Comes?
I've no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction.
He's a bad man. It's alright, Corey. But this method lacked the precision needed to conduct the same location each time as would be vital to the survival. The breakthrough came in the form of magnetic fields, the use of which was discovered by the incumbent Van Daniel during his tenure as chief overseer of Elpis, a truly inspired idea that brought lasting benefits to the star. Alright, this way. Alright, are we ready? Let's do it.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Lust and pale, gather to me. Ancient brand, unleash your power.
Ancient brand. Hello, what now? Ow.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe.
I have a vulnerability stack. You're not surprised to know.
Stars on high, fall and rain.
Do we hide? Behind the one that's not exploding? And now that will explode. Hello? Interrupt that. Which one? Which one? The one when he was targeting me and following me? Over here. No, where? Hang on. Are these going to go off one at a time? 1, 2. Ouch. I didn't move far enough. True bravery. What's this attack then? Let's just move out the way of it, I think. Trismegistos. Trismegistos again.
Stars on high. War is ready. Even when transformed,
That didn't work. Interrupt didn't work there. We nearly got him. We nearly got him. Got him. GG.
no. My power
Is no more. Taken down Ascians since 2023. I got a choker offending. Oh no, that was what matched. Okay, you obtained the skirt offending. Okay, I have a skirt. I have a skirt. All right then. Comms all round. Comms. CD, welcome in. Let's go. A vulnerability stack emo. I might see if I can get one.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteon into custody.
Custard.
And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteon, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the
She's going to say
deceased.
no. And he's going to go bananas.
heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal
The cloud
strife,
stuff.
and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war
She's gone
and
cloudy.
devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth.
I said she was a creepy girl ghost.
That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Atheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence.
Well, this is a bad time.
There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering.
Surely Emmett should be just like smacking her down right now.
There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Atheris.
Ah, Darth, you're right, yes. They closed that loophole, I see.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
Hey?
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
Ither Deus looked pretty chill.
You know it. Perhaps
Ither Deus is like, yeah, this is fine.
Perhaps I am wrong.
He's loving his time.
Who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish through starve. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmett Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emmett Selk and Hithodaeus. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteon. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Not for, well...
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
She's out!
This ends here!
Fly, Meteor!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
Flying dog!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
Wait, is she out of range of what that's going to do now then?
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits, and no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact, and I will see that you do. Now then, where is it?
Is he going to throw me
There
off the
you
edge?
are, my little confluence.
Come on, Papa.
Almost. Very well then. You
She
may elude us
branded
this
her.
day, but not forever.
She's got a tracker on her. She's GPS tagged her.
Meteon's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Not my bro. Oh. Well, that's one way to leave.
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azem.
Doggy!
There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Oh, he's like my bro.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
We want to be out of here right now. Let's go.
Go, Argos!
Wait, she gone with us? So she will remember. Which is why she was opposed to Zodiac, because she knows that's not supposed to be the way. Woofer. That was unnecessary. Could have just walked over.
I'm fine. Just a little tired. Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations? And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteon's presence, and the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her, one which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emmet Selk and his Ladeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
So what now?
What indeed? Let us begin by ascertaining the situation at Catesis Hyperborea, where the others should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time?
It's like, bitch, I ran to space.
Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Think like dog. Become like dog. We are dog.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteon, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos's accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Venar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Venar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress is well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Vinara about it when next we meet.
Yes, yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes,
It was a frog.
whatever this Meteon did, it seems he bore the brunt of it.
But I don't understand. Why didn't you just tell him? Why didn't you just go, yo, Emmett Selk?
You will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill.
Let me tell you what actually happened.
Also,
Bitch flew up in the sky,
I'm here on business
wants to
of
kill everything.
14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
I don't understand why
This
she didn't just
Kairos,
tell him.
It manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
Let us rest. If only for a while.
Let us tell them
After
what
all,
actually
you and
happened.
Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand that your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit. As for Hermes, I think it unlikely he will create more entelechies. He poured much of himself into Meteon, and now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself. He will believe that, had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the Metea would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fan Daniel. Well, I think I can fly now. I can fly now. Oh, what a terrible mount to have as the first one. No. This'll do. I can fly now. I am airborne. Let's clear the map. And then I think we're gonna wrap up this stream. I've gone on a bit later than usual. It's 1:20 in the morning. I'm gonna suffer tomorrow. I'm gonna suffer. That's it. I love the way he rides this horse, just with his arms crossed. What a banana. Well, I think we'll call it there. It should clear up. We'll find out tomorrow then. We'll find out tomorrow. We're still on level 87 quests. We didn't manage to get to level 88, but lots of story progress today. There's still a lot that's happened. You love the timey-wimey stuff? It's interesting. He did say that nothing would change. So I didn't expect anything to, but... yeah, that was interesting. Things are starting to come together. I said Metian would be a bad one. I said she's something to do with it, and I said she's a creepy girl ghost, and I said I don't like her, and then it was all proven right. So there we are. Let's say thank you to some people who've supported the stream. Oh, Emmett's still dancing. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's still here. I forgot about that. Today's resubs, Akira and Scott Sweet, thank you. For the raid today, Dark Bahamut IX, Dark Bahamut 9. Thank you for that, for the raid. Sodeo, thank you for the bits earlier. Also to Theo the Pig, thank you for the bits earlier. Yeah, I think that's all the bits for today. Yeah, and thank you Vips, thank you mods, thanks you chatters, thanks for... I'm still thinking about it. I'm just kind of running it through my head. That's why I'm a bit distracted. I'm kind of thinking through what it all means. But hey, we've got tomorrow's stream. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. In the meantime, let's see where we're gonna raid out to. Tomorrow I'll be back with more. We'll finish off this this bit of the questing.